Have you ever looked at your cat and wondered, does she actually love me? Or am I just the person who fills the food bowl? Most cat owners asked this question at some point, and honestly, it makes sense. Cats don't wag their tails like dogs. They don't run to the door when you come home. They sometimes walk past you like you don't even exist. So it's easy to assume they don't really care. But here's the thing most people never find out. Your cat has been quietly showing you love this entire time. Not in the loud, obvious way, in a way that's deeper, older, and far more intentional than most humans realize. And once you understand what these signs actually mean, the way you see your cat will change forever. So let's talk about what your cat has been trying to tell you, and the signs that prove, without any doubt, that they secretly consider you family. Let's start with something almost every cat owner has experienced. Usually late at night, you're lying in bed, drifting off to sleep, and you feel a small weight settle somewhere on the blanket beside you. You open your eyes, and there she is, your cat tucking herself in close, choosing to sleep near you when she could sleep anywhere in the entire house. This is not a coincidence. This is not about warmth, though people always assume that. Cats in the wild are vulnerable when they sleep. They're prey to larger animals, and they know it on an instinctual level. So where a cat chooses to sleep is one of the most honest things about them. When your cat sleeps beside you, pressed against your leg or curled on your chest, she is telling you, in the only language she truly knows, that you are safe, that you are part of her inner circle, that she trusts you with her most vulnerable moment. That's not a small thing. That's one of the deepest forms of trust a cat can offer. Now, here's one that surprises people when they first learn the truth behind it. Your cat slow blinks at you. Maybe you've noticed it. She's sitting across the room, staring at you with half-closed eyes, blinking slowly like she's barely awake. It can look like she's bored or tired or completely uninterested in you, but animal behaviorists have a very different name for it. They call it a cat kiss. In cat communication, a direct, unblinking stare is a sign of aggression or dominance. Cats use it to challenge each other, but a slow blink, a deliberate softening of the eyes, is the complete opposite. It's a signal that says, I am relaxed around you, I am not threatened by you, I am comfortable enough to lower my guard. When your cat slow blinks at you, she is offering you something most cats reserve only for animals they deeply trust. Try it back. Close your eyes slowly, then open them. You might just see her do it again, because that small exchange of slow blinks is one of the most intimate conversations you can have with a cat. There's another behavior that most owners misread completely, and it usually goes something like this. You're sitting on the couch, minding your own business, when your cat walks over, climbs onto your lap, turns in a circle, and then kneads you, pressing her paws in and out, like she's making bread dough out of your legs. It can be uncomfortable. Sometimes their claws catch your skin and you gently push them away. But if you knew what this behavior actually meant, you'd probably never stop them again. Kneading is something kittens do against their mother's belly to stimulate milk. It's one of the first physical experiences they have: warmth, safety, nourishment, closeness. As cats grow into adults, they stop needing to knead. But when a cat kneads on you, on a human they love, it means something profound. It means in that moment, you make them feel the way their mother used to, completely safe, completely home. Your cat is not treating you like furniture. She is treating you like family. Let's talk about something that happens so quickly you might have missed it every time. You walk through the door after work, exhausted, maybe a little stressed, and your cat, who seemed completely unbothered 5 minutes ago, suddenly appears. She walks toward you and does something subtle. She holds her tail straight up in the air, slightly curved at the tip, like a little question mark. This tail position has a specific meaning in feline body language. It's a greeting reserved for family. Cats hold their tails up like this when they approach cats they're bonded with. It's the feline equivalent of raising your hand to wave at someone you love. They don't do it with strangers. They don't do it with cats they merely tolerate. They do it with family. So the next time your cat greets you at the door with that upright tail, even if she looked indifferent just moments before, know that she was waiting. She just didn't want to make it obvious. Here's one that happens in quieter moments. You're reading, working, or just sitting still, and your cat comes over. Not to play, not because it's feeding time, but simply to be near you. She sits beside you, facing away, and rests her back against your leg, or she sits facing outward, almost like she's guarding you. This is called the trust position. When cats expose their backs to you, they are placing themselves in a position where they cannot see a threat coming. Every instinct they have says this is dangerous, and yet they do it anyway because you are there. They are relying on you to watch the direction they can't see. They are, in the most literal sense, putting their safety in your hands. This is what cats do with the cats they trust most in a colony. They sit back to back, guarding each other's blind spots. When your cat does this with you, she has made you part of her colony, part of her family, not a guest in her space, a permanent member of her world. Now let's talk about something that will completely change how you feel the next time it happens. Your cat headbutts you, not hard, just a soft press of her forehead against your face, your hand, your shoulder. It's gentle and deliberate, and it's over in a second. What she just did has a name. It's called bunting, and cats do it to mark something as theirs, not in an aggressive or territorial way, but in a deep, affectionate way. They have scent glands on their foreheads and cheeks. When they press them against you, they are leaving their scent on you. They are saying, this person belongs to me. I claim them, not as property, but as mine in the way we claim the people we love. Cats don't bunt strangers. They bunt the beings they are emotionally attached to. So when your cat presses her head to yours, what she is actually saying, in her oldest, most honest language, is, you are mine, and I am yours. There's one more sign, and it's the one that means the most. You've been sick, or sad, or exhausted in a way that has nothing to do with your body, and without any explanation, without any visible reason, your cat knew. She came to you. She sat near you, closer than usual, quieter than usual, and she stayed. People dismiss this. They say cats don't understand human emotion, but study after study in animal behavior science has shown that cats are far more emotionally attuned to their owners than we give them credit for. They read micro-expressions. They notice changes in your voice, your posture, your breathing. They track your emotional state with a sensitivity that is quiet but profound. When your cat comes to you in your hardest moments, when she chooses to stay beside you without being asked, she is not being random. She is responding to you. She is, in the truest sense of the word, showing up for you, the way family does. Here's what all of this comes down to. Cats were never meant to be understood the way dogs are understood. They don't perform their love. They don't announce it. They carry it quietly, in small gestures that are easy to miss if you're not paying attention. A slow blink across a dark room, a tail raised in greeting, a small forehead pressed against yours, a warm weight settling beside you in the night. Your cat has been loving you in the only language she knows, and now that you understand it, now that you can read the signs, you'll see it everywhere. In the way she watches you from across the room, in the way she follows you from room to room without making it obvious, in the way she chooses every single day to stay close to you. She doesn't consider you her owner. She doesn't consider you her caretaker. She considers you her person, her family. And in a world where cats trust almost no one completely, that means everything.